If you want to create a better looking URL for your GoHighLevel community, just like I do here, then stick around because in this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process to set up a custom domain for your GoHighLevel communities, and you can do it in just a matter of minutes. Also, if you want to set up your GoHighLevel community faster, I've got two resources that are going to help you to do that. The first one is our GHL community setup guide. This is literally going to take you step by step through everything you need to do to get your GoHighLevel community set up as fast as humanly possible. It's going to help you to optimize your settings, help you to create all of the initial posts that you're going to need in your community, help you gamify your community, help you create the courses for your community, everything you need to do to get your GHL community set up fast. And then to help with that, we've also created a series of AI tools that are going to help you to create all of the assets that you need to fill out this document. So if you want those actual resources, I'm going to drop a link in the description for both of those resources. Now let's jump into how to get your custom domain set up for your GHL community. Before I get into how to set up your custom domain for your GHL community, we have to discuss the client portal. So this is where your members will access all the products that you offer and that they have access to. So to create your custom domain for your GHL community, you actually need to set up the custom domain for your client portal, and that's how the community URL is going to be set up. Okay, so to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to memberships on the left hand sidebar here, and then I'm going to click on client portal dashboard. Now let's read what an explanation of the client portal is by HighLevel itself. So what is the client portal? So it is a protected gateway for client interactions. So it's a place where your clients have the ability to log in at any time and access courses, communities, and oversee their affiliate payouts. So basically it's a single login or hub that consolidates everything in one space for your clients and your customers. They can see what communities and courses they have access to. They can check and track their affiliate activity and payouts, and they can manage their subscriptions. So this is what the client portal looks like from a user's perspective. You can see we've got the ugly URL that we have not edited or customized yet in the address bar there. Also, you can see that we can see all of the groups that we have access to. We can see all of the courses we have access to, and we can see the invoices. We can also click on these little menu items. So if I go to join a group, that's going to take us to the community, and you can also see that the URL is still not customized. Now to get back to the client portal, we just need to click on the home button here, and then we can also look at all the courses we have access to, and then I'll go back to, I got to click on this home button to get back from there, and then we can see our affiliate earnings and activity here, and click back the home button to get to the client portal, and then we can also manage our subscriptions. So that is what the client portal looks like from a user's perspective. All right, so now that you know what the client portal is, let's actually set up the custom domain for your client portal so that you have a nice looking URL. So right now you can see that the client portal URL is this long ugly link, but let's change that. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to memberships again in the left hand sidebar. We're going to click on the client portal drop down, and we're going to go to settings. Once in settings, we're going to go to domain setup, and then you have two different options for customizing your client portal. You can either set up the subdomain for the client portal, or you can use a totally customized custom domain. So the subdomain option is basically where we're just going to edit the subdomain portion of this URL. So I'm going to say Ron Client Portal, and then I'm going to hit update domain. And let me show you what that looks like if you use that option. So I'm going to click on client portal. I'm going to go to dashboard, and you can see that our client portal URL has now been customized, and it's ronclientportal.app.clientclub.net. So it sits on top of the default URL that HighLevel gives you. Now let's go back to settings. Let's go back to domain setup, and let me talk about the better option. So the better option is to use a totally customized domain. So this is going to be branded to your domain, your business. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to come in here and we need to set what we want the domain to be. So for us, I'm going to do community.gohighticketnow.com. Now this domain or subdomain needs to be different from the domain that you added for your funnels earlier in the process of setting up your HighLevel account, and also different from the dedicated domain that you're going to use for sending email. So this is going to be a totally different domain that I'm going to set up. I'm going to click on add domain once I have that in there. and then I'm going to click continue. And then depending on your hosting platform or your registrar, it might do this automatically. Mine does not. I'm hosting my account, my domain on Squarespace. So I'm going to show you how to do this manually, which is good so you can see how this works. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Squarespace. I'm going to go to my domain that I'm putting this actual client portal on. I'm going to go and I'm going to find where I can set up DNS records. So this should be fairly easy to find in your hosting platform. If you can't find it, just Google it and you should be able to find it. So this is where I can add a record. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on add record. Now the record type we're going to be adding is a CNAME record. And then I'm going to go and grab the information for this CNAME record. So I'm going to go back to GoHighLevel. I'm going to copy the host name here. And then I'm going to go back to Squarespace. I'm going to paste that in where it says host. I'm going to change this TTL to 30 minutes. And then I'm going to go grab my alias data. Now for your hosting account, this might say something like value or something else. For us, it's alias data. So I'm going to go back to GoHighLevel. I'm going to grab my required value and then I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it into the alias data spot and I'm going to click save. And then once that's saved, I'm going to go back to GoHighLevel and I'm going to click verify records. This will take about like 30 seconds and then it'll verify the actual custom domain is set up. I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to pause the video. All right, so now our custom domain has been verified. I'm going to go back to the client portal dashboard and you can see what this looks like. So this is what a totally custom domain is going to look like. Now it's going to take a little bit of time for the SSL record to actually populate so that the URL will actually work. So give it like 5-10 minutes. I'll pause the video and come back and then I'll show you what this looks like inside of your community once this is set up. Now once you've given it about 5 or 10 minutes to let your SSL certificate to actually populate, you can click on the client portal URL and that should take us to your new custom URL. And this is what the client portal will now look like. And then if we go to our community, you can see we now have a custom URL for your community. So that is how you set up the custom domain for your communities. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.